Good morning, beautiful people. We are on our way to...
We're going to the Summit of Greatness that Lewis Howes is hosting.
Yes.
Right now we're in the USC Village. We just parked.
Yes, look at how beautiful.
It's actually really pretty here. I've never been here before.
Me neither.
So we're heading over to the shrines where they're holding the event.
Yes, and we are so excited because we are going to see David Goggins, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Esther Perel. I am particularly excited about Dr. Joe Dispenza, and Jonathan is super excited about David Goggins.
I'm very excited.
Yes, and Codie Sanchez is going to be there too, and I just love going to these immersive, and this is a 2-day event, so like the energy, it's full 2 days, and meeting like-minded people and just sharing this passion for self-development, growth, and I can't wait to share this with Jonathan. It's going to be his first time.
Yeah, it's my first time.
Yes.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, so we'll share more as we go in.
So I had to do a little voiceover here because they're playing copyrighted music, but this was the beginning of the day. Lewis came out with his introduction, everybody got all pumped, and then it leads into the first interview with Dr. Joe Dispenza. So I'm going to put some clips in from the interview, and then after that is Codie Sanchez. So I hope you guys enjoy the clips, and we'll give you an update after.
I apologize for the LA traffic. I know it was chaos this morning. A lot of frustration, people trying to park, people in other parking lots, so thank you guys for making it out and being patient with the LA traffic. This is my new home, so welcome home. Dr. Joe has been an inspiration to so many of us here for many years. Some of you have been in his live events. And also just reflecting on my time with Dr. Joe, I was at his retreat 2 years ago, I think it was now, and I got to witness a lot of healings occur in others, but also continued healing in myself. If we could start with, you mentioned this is the energy that heals, I think, when you started, right? You said this is the energy that heals, and people are bringing this energy. Why do you think so many people lack the energy to create the vision, the dream that they want? Is it something they're missing? Is it something they don't have access to? Or they lack that energy that heals and draws to them their dreams?
I think that, we live in chronic disbelief. What if the truth was that you're greater than you think, more powerful than you know, more unlimited than you could ever dream? If that was the truth, that you are the creator of your life, you have to start. If you believe that to be the truth, then you have to believe in yourself. And your belief in yourself must be earned. It must be earned. And the only way that we can believe in a future is when we feel the emotion associated with it. Because if you feel the emotion associated with it, your body is your unconscious mind. It's so objective, it does not know the difference between the real life experience that's creating that emotion and the emotion that you're creating by fallen moment. And so you're giving your body a taste emotion in the future. And the stronger the emotion you feel, the more you remember that future. And you literally are embossing the circuitry for you to believe in it more. So, if we default and become the victim of our life, and we say that some person or some circumstance or some condition is causing me to feel this way and to think this way, the moment we become angry or frustrated or guilty or unworthy or afraid or anxious, we can't believe in that future anymore.
Allows people to grow, but also becomes excuses as to why they haven't. And so I just want to take a moment to say thank you. In this world around us, the most beautiful thing that I have ever seen is a human who gets to stand before God at the end of their days and, like Emma Bombeck says, say, I have nothing left to give. I fucking left it all. I'm wrong dry. And that's what you guys are doing.
Okay guys, we just got out of our first day.
Day 1 complete.
At the Summit of Greatness. And today we saw Dr. Joe Dispenza. We saw Codie Sanchez. We saw InQ. Never even heard of him before.
Well, there were some performers.
There were some
the speakers
performers.
were mostly what you said, and also Rory
Vaden was
Yes.
the last one, and he was very impressive.
He's a branding strategist, so he's not so like super famous.
Yeah.
But he does a lot of branding for big people like in motivational field. So he's like the backstage guy. So
Yeah, he's huge in personal brand marketing.
Yeah.
And he gave some really good tips, and
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll break that down in another video for you guys. But so I was just asking Anne, what was your favorite moment during the summit today?
my favorite moment, it's hard to pinpoint one. I just know that in the morning I was really excited and I felt a lot of energy, and Dr. Joe Dispenza, who I was pretty much the most excited about, like why I signed up for this, he was the first guest. So I think the morning and him speaking and just like that energy and hearing everything he had to say again, and then also meeting a new friend who went to his retreat a few times. And I've thought
she said
about
4 times.
Yeah, 4 times. And the thing is, I've almost signed up for his retreat once, and I don't remember what stopped me, but like just like that was a completion for me. Like hearing him reminding the important things, like you know, you need to think about the focusing on your future and how you want to feel, what you want to create in your life, and then ultimately hearing testimonials about his retreat and feeling like, okay, when can I go to this retreat now? Which is, I guess, the purpose of these events, right? They're all trying to sell you something. But I think with Dr. Dispenza's event, it sounds like it's very powerful and it does changes people's lives.
Yeah, and you were already thinking about going before anyway.
Exactly. And the funny thing is, after we came back from lunch, we saw another person who also has gone to his event. Last part where Rory, what is his name again?
Vaden.
Rory Vaden came out. I just didn't know who he was, so I didn't expect much of him, but he was really powerful in the way he served and the way he showed up and the insights he had about branding.
He brought a lot of value to the summit, for sure.
Yeah, I was like taking notes the whole time, and I really like his presence. I like his energy, like very service driven and reminding us to serve, like to do business, to be successful, like you need to serve, solve people's problems. So I think those were my 2 favorite moments probably. What was yours, baby?
So I don't know, it's a difficult one because I really liked listening to all of Dr. Joe Dispenza, but I think the most valuable thing that came out of the whole event was when Codie Sanchez was speaking. And
Really?
Codie Sanchez was actually saying, like talking about, you know, the value that you bring, and like if you're not taking big risks, your bank account's going to be small, and like relating it to that. And I just realized that I'm kind of playing small with everything that I'm doing, and I'm just playing safe. I'm not making, you know, any real risks. So I think that I'm going to come up with ideas to play bigger instead of keeping myself small and being risk adverse.
Yeah, take bigger risks.
Yeah, take bigger risks
I
think bigger. Yeah, and not be afraid. That was one of the things, is fear. I feel like it was a lot about fear, right?
Yeah, I think overall today it was a lot about fear and how that fear energy brings about more of what you don't want and anchors the life experiences that you have, the stresses and everything.
Yeah.
So it's always very important to, like, today the messaging was like, think about what you want in your life, take more risks, be bolder, serve others. So that was really powerful, I thought.
We are looking forward to tomorrow is David Goggins.
Yes.
And Esther Perel, because she's going to be tomorrow also.
Yes.
So we have 2 really big names that we're looking forward to tomorrow, and it's just going to be a great day. We will update you guys when we get here tomorrow.
Yes, we're excited for tomorrow. Today was a day. I don't feel like it was that much. We had a long break, there were a lot of performances, but overall it was still a lot of great reminders. And the thing is, like, I noticed maybe, like Jonathan said, he didn't feel much difference from listening on YouTube to here. But for me, I think, I don't know, maybe it's like the psychology of like paying the money to come to this. It makes me write down notes, it makes me take it more seriously versus when I'm just listening to a podcast and I'm like driving and I'm not really jotting down things. You know what I mean?
Now that I'm thinking of it.
Yeah, and then we don't really take the time to discuss like this in depth and like really apply it. So there's some psychology to like just paying money and like really taking things more seriously.
All right, and we're back with the start of day 2. Go ahead and enjoy just a little pump-up session here before we get started with Alec, and then Lewis comes out and we get started with the day. Enjoy.
Holy moly, man, you guys are bringing the energy. I love this. Thank you guys so much. Did you guys enjoy day 1? If you enjoyed day 1, we've got some special things in store for day 2, so get ready for that.
All right, one more time, I'm going to review, then we're going to drop this beat. Again, don't remind me. We're going with passive income, faith over fear, Costco membership, neurogenesis, wildly salted, the lads, chocolate, consistency, amalgamation, and last but not least, roadblocks. Is that right? Thank you. That's the end of my show. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Let's go ahead and drop that last beat. Somebody break this. Y'all ready? Hold on, we can do better than that, man. Summon the greatness. If y'all are ready for some live, off top, motivational freestyle. Grab my instrument and improvise. Y'all know I'm killing it up at the top. I'm all of that then some. Y'all know we getting the paper invested. We got passive income.
Relationship issues they need to address. Everybody. We include everybody. The only thing is not if you're going to do it, but with whom. Who is the person with whom you're going to say, I'm ready to do this work? So we have never expected more from romantic love than we do today. Seriously, we want literally one person to give us what usually an entire village used to provide. You know, I partake in this frenzy of romantic consumerism, and I am looking for a soulmate on an app. And the soulmate, for any of you who care, this once used to mean God, now it's a person, and with that person, you know, here are all the things I want with you. Companionship, economic support, family life, social status, the stuff that our parents and grandparents had. But then I want you to be my best friend, and my trusted confidant, and my intellectual equal, and my efficient co-parent, and my fitness buddy, and my professional coach, and my spiritual personal development guru, and last but not least, my passionate lover.
Life is one big mind. And those people quit. I just started. But being bad hurts real bad. And that's why I didn't want to do it. I am David Goggins. And my definition of greatness is this.
Thing that you see most people get wrong with the content you're putting out there the comments that people have, the complaints they have, the frustrations they have towards life, the struggles, the victim conversations that they might say, well, this is, maybe you can do this, but I can't do this. What do you see that people have wrong about the way they interpret their life, around their mindset, their attitude, or beliefs?
Well, people interpret me wrong, first of all. Big time, which is why they don't understand your life. I'm like I guess like a lie detector test. Because I'm so honest with myself. So a lot of people who are jealous, who are ashamed of themselves, where I recognize that people aren't honest with themselves. Because what people don't get about me is that they look at me now. They forget I was 300 pounds, abused, struggled severely with learning. I was at a very abusive mindset. I mean, I got beat down growing up. Physically, mostly physically, but the mental scars are the ones that you carry with you. You can beat me all day long, those mental scars. So when people look at me, I can look at them and I can see exactly who you are. Because I am no better than you, I'm no different than you. I just decided to stop lying to myself.
What were you lying to yourself about?
Oh my God, like let's see if I saw somebody who was great at the gym, or who was good in learning, really smart, I would immediately look at their life and I said, oh, Mom and Dad were both there. You're privileged, or you're talented. So I would immediately take myself out of the equation of, you're better than me because you were gifted these great parents, or you were gifted this great ability. The second I stopped doing that, the second I started realizing that I too have these abilities, but where I came from, it's gonna be much harder for me to get there. I stopped looking at people like they were better than me. I started looking at people like they were more gifted than me. I started looking at them like, okay, this is where I need to go. I may not have a mom or a dad or whoever to get me there, but I know I can get there. So what people see on Instagram is that dog. The dog, like a civilized, trained dog, ain't gonna get there.
No.
You gotta be an uncivilized human being, which becomes very misunderstood when you're overtraining, because the placebo effect is real. That's what people don't get about me. To gain confidence, I must overtrain. So they don't get that.
You can't gain confidence by just doing a certain amount. It has to be over.
I have to know I'm working harder than everybody in the room. It has to
Physically,
be real,
mentally.
tangible, not running my mouth. It has to be tangible. And then when that becomes real, I'll become real. And that's kind of how I work.
Okay, so we just wrapped up with the second day at the Summit of Greatness.
The lighting is horrible.
And today, the lighting is horrible, we're just gonna keep going. Today was so much better than yesterday. We'll tell you guys once we get better lighting.
So we are on our way home after day two. Day two is complete of the Summit of Greatness. And today, you guys, was way better than yesterday. Like we shared yesterday, we were underwhelmed, but today was actually pretty impactful, and we enjoyed all the speakers, and the event seemed more filled with things, you know, like speakers, and it didn't feel as diluted as yesterday. And we saw David Goggins, and I loved his section, especially because he was the only speaker that had Q&A as well, and the audience asked him pretty powerful questions.
He has some really good questions.
Yeah, there were questions like, what do I do if there's so many things and I'm lost and I feel like I want to do everything. How do you choose, right? And there was also a question, what do you do when you're stuck, or and you're 19, let's say, or 15, right? And then one poor person asked like, oh, I want to lose 35 pounds, 45 pounds, but I can't. So because I have this and this and this. So yeah, I loved his answers, and I thought David Goggins was pretty powerful. And Esther Perel was great too. I loved Esther Perel. I loved the conversation about, you know, relationships and the nuances. What are the keys to a healthy relationship? What are the keys to getting into a healthy relationship if you're single? I really loved her answer. What did you love about today, baby?
Well, I finally got today what I came to the whole event for, and that was David Goggins. I have really resonated with the message that he's been pushing. I heard him on Instagram first with like the little shorts that he does, and you know, listening to him on podcasts, and I ended up reading his book, Can't Hurt Me, and it was really moving. It was really powerful for me. So being able to see him speak in person and seeing him answer live questions on the fly and just have like his message resonate is really powerful. And when he was closing at the end, he said something that was really, really moving, and he said that people often ask him when he's going to stop, and he says, I don't stop when I'm tired, I stop when I'm done. And that's just that reminder to not let that little voice in your head that's saying it's okay, you can finish later, you know, you did well enough. It's just a little reminder to kind of kill that little voice and hold yourself accountable to do the things and finish the things that you set out to do.
Kill that little voice? Do you want to comment more on that? I don't think you can kill that, because yeah, I can hear the audience like, oh, how do I kill that little voice?
So when I say,
even answer that question today.
When I say kill that little voice, and I'll use what he said instead of my own. So what he said is, you want the second voice in your head, that the voice of accountability, to be so loud that it's drowning out that other voice that's telling you it's okay to slip up.
Yeah. So one person in the audience asked today, what do I do if I have that little voice in my head that says, what are the things that
it's okay to go fall off your diet, it's okay to take a break, it's okay, you know, you did well enough. Like she was talking about not going to the gym, and it beats her up and it ruins the whole day.
Yes. So he said that's the problem when you only have one voice. What you want to do is bring the second voice in. So we all know we can't really get rid of that voice, right, that we have in our heads. So what we can do is bring another voice of like our higher self, of the rational self, of the rational voice, right? You see what he said? So instead of that, Jonathan just explained, instead of, oh, it's okay, I'll just finish this later. I'm like, no. The second voice comes in. Where are you going? You still have 2 more chapters. Where are you going? You still have 2 more reps. So I found that really
the
great.
The voice says you're not done yet.
Yes, because sometimes in our society we can also over-lean onto compassion, like giving yourself grace. Like, oh, I'm tired, so I'm just gonna give myself grace. Like, I think it's good to give yourself compassion and grace, but it's also good to discipline yourself and hold yourself accountable.
I'm gonna drop some quote of the century that my therapist said a couple weeks ago. My therapist said that self-compassion is hollow without accountability. So it's good to be self-compassionate. It's good to give yourself grace, but you have to also, in the same breath, hold yourself accountable for missing the mark.
Yes.
Maybe you couldn't tell I was dropping the mic.
Overall, we got a lot of value from this. We met some incredible people. I actually challenged Jonathan to go talk to strangers, and he did. So we ended up obviously both talking to people, and yeah, we got a lot of information, and like, it's not even information. We got a lot of reminders, powerful, like we did get energy, and we gave energy too, right? And I got some really powerful insights and aha moments from my business. But overall, I don't know if that was my favorite summit, my favorite event to go to, like conference. So we don't know if you're gonna go back.
decided.
Yes, but sometimes with these summits, I still, by the way, highly recommend you go to these immersive summits, conferences. One of my most powerful ones I've ever attended was by Tony Robbins, UPW, and I also went to a coaching summit with Brendon Bouchard last week, which was, oh my gosh, incredible. He also has regular summits, not coaching related, so I highly recommend him. Check him out. And yes, I definitely still highly recommend these summits. I just don't know if I recommend this particular one, even though it makes me feel terrible saying that, because I love Lewis House. I love every single speaker that he had. I love his podcast. He's just like, really, you can feel his heart. You can feel like he's a good person, and I want to root for him, and I want to recommend him, and I recommend his podcast, his YouTube channel. There's so much value in there. But the summit, maybe, you know, in a couple of weeks we'll be like, oh my gosh, we got so much aha even after, because that's how our brains work. After some time, you might come up with new things that were like, oh, you know, that was actually great. Oh wow, actually that was a really powerful experience, or the opposite. So from right now, we're just gonna say that we had a great time, a lot of great value, and we don't know if we'll go back. That's just our honest opinion. So that was our honest feedback about this event, and we are so excited to go to many, many more. Next year we are looking to go to Dr. Joe Dispenza retreat, and even in December we're going to Costa Rica for a workshop too. So yeah, we can't wait to share more with you. I'm so passionate about self-development, and I'm so grateful to share these experiences with Jonathan, and hope you derive some value from the clips we share, from this feedback. And if you ever go, I can't wait to see how that changes your life. And yeah, as usual,
thank you guys for watching. If you want some guidance in your life, I know a lot of us are struggling internally with things, and you know, it's difficult to reach out for help, or we don't really know where to start. Definitely reach out to Anne. Watch some other videos we have. Maybe something that she's saying will resonate with you and help you out. She does one-on-one consultation calls. There's a Calendly link in the description. So maybe her wellness coaching can serve you, and you know, just take that call. It's free. You guys can connect and see if she's a coach for you, if that will work out. Also, you can download my app for, you know, spoken affirmations, just to give your brain a little bit of that positivity. If you're feeling a little down on yourself, just listen to a couple of those audios and maybe that'll turn your mood around. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting us. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Keep checking back for more videos. We love you guys. Thank you, and see you next time. Bye.
Also, a little reminder, my rates are increasing October 6th, so make sure you sign up now if you're thinking about it, if you're ready to change your life, if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I really need to get going with my self-care, I've let myself go, I need to, like, you know, start my healthy diet, I really need to start just taking care of myself and prioritizing myself. I can't deal with this anymore. Please make sure you schedule your consultation call now to ensure that you still get the same rates before they increase significantly on October 6th of this year.
I just saw too that those Calendly links are filling up pretty quickly. There's only a couple spots left each week, so you guys should go click on that and secure one while you can.
Okay, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.